All right, all right. Hey, puzzle publishers. Let's see if we've got this right. Let's see. Boom. Discussion. Are we live? Seeing some stuff. All right. Hey. Let's find out if you can hear me. All right. Discussion. Are we live? I think you can. Awesome. All right, let's do this. So what I wanted to do is do a special series of trainings. Thanks, Ganti. Perfect. I want to do a special series of trainings utilizing your monthly templates with various software tools inside the Puzzle Publishers members area. Tonight we're going to have a little fun with Simply Maze Crazy. Perfect. Thank you so much. And I am flying solo tonight. Karen is busy doing other things. So let's go ahead and get started. Now what I want to do is I want to show you that, so here's this month's templates, and this is what you normally get. There will be a series of independent images, and then there are some PDFs, and you can take these and you can do whatever you want with them. You can put word searches in them, you can put mazes in them, dot to dots. You get the idea. These are for you to use and to make it real quick to use. But what I really want to show you is, so you can do that on your own. What I really want to show you is some of the other graphics that comes with the templates we give you every month. Now these are all custom drawn graphics. I actually have an artist who draws these for us. So feel free to use these without worrying about copyrights or whatever. And just depending on the month, some are more elaborate than others. In this case, these are pretty simplistic graphics this month, but we can still have some fun with them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Simply Maze Crazy tonight. I'm going to go into my software. And I'm going to choose Simply Maze Crazy, the full version. All right. So when you load up, you're presented with this screen. And if you've never used Simply Maze Crazy before, there's some training tutorials in there for how the program works. It has a bunch of options, but don't let that be intimidating for you. In fact, I'm going to show you how to use it real easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I want to choose Maze Template. I'm going to go Load. Now what I want to do is I want to pick one of these images to be my template. In this case, I'm going to choose the shades. Now our work area is a little bigger than this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and zoom the shades up. That should about do it. And what I want to do is I actually want to make a maze with the shades themselves. So all I got to do is hit Auto Render Maze. Now if you noticed, it's done something here. But you can't really tell what's going on because in this case the graphics are not chosen correctly. It starts out with a transparent wall image and a white path. What we might want to do is switch over to a black wall and a white path. And what we'll see here is we have this image of where the sunglasses were. And you can see it's kind of blocky and kind of yucky and not much of a maze here to start with. Now, this is pretty simplistic to begin with, so I probably wouldn't use it like this. I'd probably want a more complex maze. A more complex maze is, I'm just going to increase the complexity, and then I'm going to hit Auto Render Maze again. Now this is looking a little better, but still it's probably not complex enough for our needs. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and kick the complexity up a bit more. That's kind of nice. I like that level of complexity for a maze. Now, the thing about this is the program does a couple of things here. It automatically goes through and finds an outline of the image. It draws this border around it for us. And then it renders a maze inside of there, which is very nice for what we like, but at times the border can look kind of blocky. And what I would like to do is I'd like to have a smooth border. Now, you can do this by doing a little trick with the program, and one is called Show Outline. This little checkbox over here that you see me circling around, it's in the advanced editor. Simply turn that off. Now, what that does is it turns off that blocky border that the program generates. Now, what you might find is that the maze itself, the actual path, might leak outside the maze or outside the image. A way to fix that is simply to very gently zoom up your image. So I'm over here at the maze template, and I'm going to zoom it. Watch. There. Oh, maybe that was even a little too much. Zoom it down just a little. Now there I have a nice maze that has been generated inside my sunglasses and contains a nice, smooth image border. So I like that. Now what I want to do is I would download that, and I'm going to. And I will save it to my tonight's demos. That is desktop, puzzle publishers, demos, 621 demos. And I think I'll call it Shades Maze. And I'll save it. Let me get rid of this down here. Now, what I want to do too is I want to have a solution for this maze. Oh, you know what I should have did? Oh, darn it. I needed to put a start and a finish. That's what I wanted. Let's resave that. And I'm going to save it without the solution first. Yep, I just put them on there. My fault. So now I have the start and the finish. Remember, we use start and finish markers. We don't use external entry points and exit points. Those are up to you. You can put those on there yourself if you'd like. These markers can also be loaded and changed, but I'm not going to do that tonight. Well, maybe we'll do it later in tonight's demo. But let me go ahead and download this the way it is. So now I have a start and finish. Let me redo my Shades Maze here and save it. Okay. Then what I want to do is I want to turn the solution on. And I want to download that. And I'm going to call this Shades Maze. Solution. Save. Okay, let me see. So you can put the entry exit. Yes, you can. Our program allows you to do that. In fact, watch this. This is amazing. As soon as you put it, it actually changes it on the fly, and you can watch it. You can get all kinds of craziness. In fact, I'm not going to do it tonight, but if you go into the tutorials, you can turn on the advanced editor and you can actually edit the maze and change the complexity of it. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff. We do all kinds of different things. So let's go ahead, and I downloaded the shades and that's done. So let's start a new one. Let's grab a new graphic. Do I want to? Let's do a start over. Let's load a new graphic. Let's load the skyrocket. That's fun. Let's see how that works. You have your monthly need to get something. Oh yeah. Make sure you go through the tutorials, okay? And then you can always come back into this video and spend some time with this. You're going to just love this program. I think we probably have one of the best maze generation programs out there. So we can zoom up on the skyrocket. You can also rotate it. Oh, let's bring her around. Let's see how it auto renders a maze. Oh, I don't like that. It took it into the tail. Let me do wall image black, path white. Let me kick up the complexity. Auto render maze.
He wants to do an animal in a vehicle.
Oh, that's kind of cute. Do one animal and one vehicle. All right, I'll do it for you. Let me finish doing my skyrocket first. So, you know what? Let's I want to make this skyrocket. Let me go back and do the angle. Let me kick up the complexity and auto render the maze. All right, that's fun. So you can see the outline. That's kind of blocky, but I kind of like the blocky outline. I don't know. No, maybe I don't. So let's put it there. Oh, let me take the zoom down just a bit. Auto render the maze. Zoom it back up just a notch. All right, I like that. What I did want to try this time, so I'm going to put the solution markers in there. Let's do this. I want to try, I'm going to load the start as a sparkler. I'm going to load the finish as this cross sparklers. How's that? Is that fancy? You can even change the solution, the path image here, if you wanted to show the solution as a different image. No, it's okay. You know, I don't mind. I don't mind showing. It's fun. I love playing with this program. So yeah, plus I love having you guys out there and communicating with me. I think it's wonderful. So let's do this real quick. So let's turn off the solution. You're going to start at the sparkler. You're going to end at the upper sparklers. Let's download the PNG of the maze. I'm going to call it Rocket Maze and save. And then let me put the solution in, download it, and I'm going to call it Rocket Maze Solution. All right. So what my point is that you get these wonderful templates every month, and you can use the graphic images to do all kinds of crazy stuff. And tomorrow nights, I haven't quite decided what program we're going to use, but I'll do something crazy with that. All right, let's have a little fun here real quick. You want an animal. Let's see what I got. Bunny. Huh. A fish, a bear. Oh, that's a bear cutout. Hold on, let me clear the canvas. Let me start over. Let me load. I don't know if that'll... An owl. Let me see if I have anything else here. I got an elephant. Let's see if he works. So, an elephant. And then I'm going to auto render the maze. Don't forget to choose your black, white, show the outline. I'm going to bump the complexity way up. I'm going to turn off the outline. And boom. There it is. Now what's interesting about some of these is that you can actually take and do some other things here. Like we have an overlay image, which allows you to do something real crazy. So say for example you have a maze such as this here. You know what? Let's do a. Let me reload the whole thing. So if you have a maze that has inner parts that you want to maintain, let's give something a try. So let me do an animal. Oh, I wish I had. Oh, hold on. Unicorns. PNG. Oh, fun. Fun. Let's do a unicorn. Let's see how this works. I'm going to kick the complexity way up to begin with. KDP books printed in black and white. A good colored solution is not good. What is the best solution with high contrast black and white showing the path of the solution? Realize you can change the solution to anything you want it to be. We just use color. Remember, when these translate over, you can, one, your PDF can be black and white. That's not a problem. Two, the solution image is a ball, which makes it kind of legible. But you can actually load a solution image graphic in here. So say for example, let me do this to get started here. Let me change complexity a little bit. Auto render maze. Boom, turn off the outline. So say for example, I want to do this and do to here to this. If I didn't want these in here, like you can make these whatever you want. If you feel that the black and white transition, because you know when you do it over to PDF, you can save it as a black and white. So that's not a problem when you put it into up to Amazon. I get that where you're going with this, but you can, if you don't like the ball, you can make it something. In fact, you can make it whatever you want for a solution image. I could make it a tiny elephant if I wanted to. Oh, he's too tiny. Let's load something else. Oh, he's white. That's the problem. But you can make the solution image whatever you like to suit your needs. So, and that's the same with these. Or you can turn them on and off, or however you want. Like I loaded the start and finish flags to be, sparklers. So I could be a sparkler here. Chunk. But you kind of get the point. I mean, you can make them graphics, you can make them arrows, you can make them whatever you want, whatever suits your maze. It's kind of hard for us to determine what you want to use for a start and finish. If that's a need, I can put up a bunch of graphics that are arrows or X's or whatever you guys need to be start and finishes, and the little graphic images in here. But the cool thing about this, because we allow you to load the graphics, like you can use walls and bricks if you wanted to for the path images. There's so much flexibility, which is why I say make sure you go through the tutorials to see, because I can do this kind of stuff all night. Another cool thing we can do is we're not limited to black and white images for doing mazes. So you want to do a black and white image for KDP, but maybe you want to actually base it on a fish. The fish is always my favorite to show. Even though he's a color image, I can actually render a black and white maze based on the color image. So I can tell it to auto render the maze. Let me kick up the complexity. And you can make this very cool black and white fish maze for whatever you need, and then you can put these in here. Like I said, if you go through the tutorials, you'll see, and I can show you all kinds of different things. Make the picture slightly gray, light black, and the path to be dark, black ball. Yep, and you could do that. So you could just make your little gray image or whatever you want, and just load them. All these are loadable. The graphics are loadable. The solution images are loadable. Start and end flags everything is loadable for you. So you could just, it's worth your time because you know what kind of book you're making. So say for example, I was making a book that had sports stuff, and maybe everything, I want my start to be a bat and my finish to be a ball. And then maybe the little path would be feet. I could all just get gray images for that and put everything together, and I could render all that. So, like I said, it only takes a minute to do, and it doesn't matter if the images are color or black and white to help you render your mazes. I don't think I have like I said, I got a lot of animals. I don't know if I have really any cars per se. They need to be PNG images, and they need to be on a transparent background. So I don't have any cars in my demos. This kitty had but I mean, whatever you can come up with, if you can dream it, you can find an image with it, remove the background. Oh, he's not transparent. It's got to be a transparent background. Because if you don't have a transparent background, then we don't know where to do the borders at. That's where we get our borders from, is transparent backgrounds. There's Maxi Dog. So I can bring Maxi Dog in. I don't know what kind of maze he will create. More complexity. But you see, you can even render a transparent image through the back of the maze. You can overload it. You can load him on top, and you can make him transparent. You can change the graphics involved. You could make the path image clear if you wanted to. So you got a ton. Oh, you're so welcome. I hope you enjoyed this, but please, like I said, go through the tutorials. You're going to have a lot of fun creating mazes with this, and make sure to take advantage of our monthly templates because they're a lot of fun and they're there for you to use. And like I said, they're all custom drawn graphics. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and take care, and I'll see you tomorrow night.